We're back for more of the Fate Grand Order. Moving on to Avalon of Fate. So, jump right into Section 12, Norwich. Part 2, I guess? I was born on a human ranch and raised in Salisbury, along with a number of other children. They probably needed more humans to fight against the Moors. They treated us all very well. They didn't just provide us with food, clothing, and shelter. They also built a school for us to attend. I remember how much that surprised me, since I'd always heard that any humans who leave a ranch would never be free. But that's why I never had any animosity toward fairies. It's thanks to them that I grew up big and strong, and eventually got this spear. However, I still know very little about the fairies who took me in. That's probably because they raised a lot of human children, not just me. Around the time I became a full-fledged soldier, I heard that the fairy who had taken us all in from the ranch passed away. Shortly afterwards, the rearing house where our school has been was shut down, and I put Salisbury behind me. After that, I decided I dedicated myself to combat training until I took on an escort job in a small forest village. I was told I should enter the next joust in Camelot, and even got a letter of recommendation.
Oh, I heard about that. That was the Robin Redbreast tournament they held 5 years ago. So you were the human knight who made it all the way to the finals. That's amazing.
Yes, I was quite lucky to make it to the end, though I had a very poor showing in the finals. Still, I'm glad I was able to speak with Queen Morgan directly. It gave me the resolve I needed to make up my mind. Talking to her made it clear that she sees humans and fairies both as no more than tools. She's perfectly satisfied with the current state of Britain and has no intention of changing it. Once I saw that for myself, I ultimately decided to make an organization that would help the child prophecy once she appeared.
Huh? No kidding. So this whole rebel army thing was originally your idea. Was it Oberon who came up with the idea of making it into the Round Table Army then?
Yes, it was. My comrades and I were protecting a merchant caravan from Moor's attack. One day when Lord Oberon came up to me and said, "You'll never get anywhere like that, Percival. If you keep this up, your white light will rust." From then on, he began managing us himself, and before I knew it, our rebel army had become the Round Table Army. I get it. Oberon's a real smooth talker. Gotcha. So, what's this white light of yours anyway? You're only human, so if you're defeating fairies with it, it must be a pretty impressive technique. Oh, it's not a technique. White light is my spear here. It's the Spear of Selection, one of Eask's weapons. The fairy who took me in gave it to me. Apparently, it's a holy spear that only responds to one without sin, and no fairy can use it. Selection? Does that make it like your staff, Artoria?
I'm not sure, but I think they're at least a little different. I mean, one's a spear and one's a staff. I do sense something similar about them, but the spear feels, well, empty? I can tell it's an amazing weapon, but it also seems like it's not chosen anymore.
I agree with that. I sense the same thing whenever I hold it. It feels like a piercing wave of regret and profound grief over the past failure. The spear's inner lamentations well up every time I swing it, and they leave behind trails of magic light like tears. That's why it came to be known as the White Light. The spear is no longer meant for saving fairies. Now, it only exists to kill them. That's not how it was originally supposed to be used, but that also means it's the only weapon out there able to stand up to the Tamlin. But if it's true that only one without sin can wield it, I expect there'll come a time when I won't be able to wield it.
That's not true, Percival. You're a wonderful person. You protect the weak and you never act only out of self-interest. You're the ideal knight. You could never be seen as a sinner. If I tried to use that spear, I'd be rejected before I could even touch it for the sin of being too weak.
Don't be silly, Gareth. You know there's no such sin.
Dawn is approaching, Percival. It was a difficult march, but we made it in time. Shall we deploy the troops once we cross the next hill?
Please do. I'm putting Landon in charge of the company while I'm gone. I'd like you and him to remain on standby for 1 hour. The Child of Prophecy and I will go on ahead and make our way to Norwich, using a route through the sewage system the Count opened for us. Once we're inside Norwich, we'll run the best with anti-Spriggan faction. After that, we'll start a riot into the city and take advantage of the confusion to open the main gate from the inside. Once it's open, I want you troops to neutralize the Queen's soldiers on the ramparts. In the meantime, we'll take Landon's troops and split up to take out the Queen's soldiers occupying Norwich. Once the enemy forces have been neutralized, we'll surround the Vault Castle.
Understood. Please be careful out there, Commander.
That goes for you too, Auralia. I'm sorry to ask so much of you again.
That's okay. I'm used to it. Tower of Prophecy. Please look after Percival.
There you have it. From here on, we'll be on our own. Our goal is to infiltrate Norwich while it's still dark and create a distraction. Please make sure you're thoroughly prepared, Frost. This is probably going to be a long battle. We'll see about that. Hey! You're right on time, Frost. Thanks for coming to greet us yourself. Well, of course, hon. I invited you, didn't I? I'll go wherever I have to, be it the sewers or the morgue. Now, let's see who else we've got here. Miss Da Vinci, Muramasi, Garathy, Habitat, and... Oh my! What have we here? An enemy? An enemy? Eek! Where? Save me, Percy! Save me! Percy? Please stop, Count. We don't have time for this. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I just got a little excited since I've never seen anyone like him before. Welcome to Norwich's sewer system. I take it you're Percival of the Round Table Army? I'm Count Pepperona, but please, call me Count. Oh, so you're the Count. My apologies. I thought you were a night call at first. It's a pleasure to meet you, Count. Yes, I am Percival of the Round Table Army. Thank you for telling us about this crisis in Norwich. Not at all, hun. If anything, I should be thanking you guys for handling the bloody part for me. Huh, I just noticed one of you is missing. What happened to him, Frost? Who, Oberon? Oberon? He's not the sort to be on the battlefield. He's all about having the right people for the right job. No, I'm talking about that peppy friend of yours, Retrobitty. Retrobit stayed behind in Londinium. He said he wasn't going to come along if he can't hold a carriage. Oh, I see. That was smart of him. Aurora must have taught him well. Okay then, let me show you the way. Once we reach the surface, I'm going to have you all split up into 2 teams. Team B will draw the Queen soldiers away from the main road, and Team C will unlock the main gate from the inside. Artoria, Muramasi, you 2 will be Team B. Percival, Garathy, Habitat, you 3 will be Team C. So Frost, I want you and Da Vinci support both teams. We're seriously outnumbered here, so you need to hustle to ensure both teams have as much servant power as they need. You can handle that, right? This is hardly your first rodeo, after all. Couldn't help but notice there was no Team A in that lineup. Oh yeah, that crypter. You're right. We'll have to remedy that someday. Once you're a real master in the true sense of the word, you, me, and Kada can all be Team A together. I can't wait. Understood. Shall we? Oh yes, it's time Spriggan finally got what's coming to him. Let's begin! The Round Table army has begun attacking the main gate! You don't say. The Round Table army isn't like the other rebels. They are, in fact, a proper army. They would never launch a frontal assault on our gate with only 300 soldiers. Which must mean... Let's begin! The Queen soldiers are reporting that Norvikians have begun an armed uprising throughout the city. They say they're rising up against the Queen's unjust rule. And, there have also been reports of the child prophecy there among them. Yes, sir. She has the townspeople so inspired that the Queen soldiers are having a hard time fending them off. Now that's more like it. Lord Spriggan, please stay with us, sir. We need you to give our soldiers or... Don't worry, I'm perfectly calm. Tell our soldiers this. Defend your post until the Queen's army has been neutralized, after which you are to either surrender or retreat to the Vault Castle. Focus all your efforts on defense, and avoid harming civilians wherever possible. Got that? Remember, only the Queen soldiers should be fighting the child prophecy. Tell our soldiers that their only concern should be defending your wish. Oh, and tell the guards stationed at the bell tower to stand down. I'll go greet our guest myself. Yes, sir! Alright, Soprast of Chaldea. Let's see what you can do. I hope you got what it takes, because everything is riding on your shoulders. If the child prophecy really does have a shot at victory, she may not be such a bad investment. Besides, I was getting fed up with pulling the wool over these damn fairies' eyes. Fuck, no Castoria allowed. Okay. Shit. Okay, so this, back.
我が進化よ。よく言いました。そう、いいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。落ちよ、ロードレス・キャメロット。
こういうのどうだ。ツーマンの練習だな。
目に映るものすべてを灰に。それは絶えず見た滅びの夢。最果てにありながら鳥は明日を迎えましょう。ロードレス・キャメロ。
God damn it. Stupid Weaver's team picking a hard deck.
あ、よし行くぞ。無駄だ。罠だ。計略だ。簡単すぎるんだよ。
Of course. Come on!
行くぞ。
Stop ruining my plan for the card deck.
計略だ。罠だ。
目を背けないで。よく言いました。死になさい。
罠だ。
分断す
うわうわ。
る。目よく言いました。
無駄だ。
魔女ですの。アコール。
You don't you do that. I swear to God. Thank you. Fucking hate
よ
this.
く言いました。死になさい。魔女ですの。
But gain the night.
ではこうしよ
じゃあこういうのはどうだ。すべて
目に
僕の
いい
思う
判
ま
断です。
ってね。これぞ大軍師の究極陣地。エラスマッチン。
それは絶えず見た滅びの夢。最果てにありながら鳥は明日を迎えましょう。ロードレスキャメロモルゴース。
つまり連中だな。じゃあこうい
あま
うのどうだ。
り悩ませない手に入らない簡単に終わらないように。目よいい判断です。そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。
Easy.
最上に近い勝利だが戦う前に勝つくらいでなければな。
Alright, that takes care of most of them. We can handle the rest. Go on ahead to the gate, Sopras. Percival needs your help now, not us.
Please watch Garrett's back too, Sophos. She has a bad habit of being reckless.
Okay, be careful, you two. Cash toy available. But not this shit.
「弱き者醜めいい判断です。慈悲だ神戸を垂れよ。恐怖は希望もない何人も通るにあたわず。
High Queen's military soldier. Okay.
白兵戦今のうちに準備を加え白兵戦行きます。やります。いい判断です。慈悲だ神戸を垂れよ。恐怖は希望もない何人も通るにあたわず。よく目を背けないで。もちろん逃がすものか。アコール。ここでまっすぐ。 よく言いました。やりまいぞ。死になさい。
What the hell is this? Oh man, you.
目をいい判断です。逃がすものか。内側から終わり。召し上げましょう。多くの雲の。よく言いました。モルゴー。
For my case again, to purchase the knight. Jen.
すべて見つめます。白兵戦よろしく行きます。今のうちに準備。よく目を背けないで。そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。死になさい。召し上げましょう。光栄の上に私本気です。
Okay. Okay.
白兵戦行きます。指揮を手に入らないの。望まれることをいい判断です。望まれたように。
Time to coil debuff.
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなく、あなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。慈悲神戸を垂れよ。恐怖は希望もない。何人も通るにあたわず。
Easy.
今回はうまくいきました。
I have a report from Captain Landon, sir. They've taken full control of the South District. I have a report from Captain Aurelia as well. The Queen soldiers near the main gate has retreated after losing 20% of the force. Great work. Now go do the same for the North District. We're going to head to the Vault Castle. Take anyone who surrenders into custody and have Aurelia's squad look after them. Yes, sir. Understood.
Phew. This is a lot harder than I thought it'd be.
Gareth, have a trot. You two stay here. Uramasa, Artoria, Da Vinci, the Frost. The 5 of us will infiltrate the Vault Castle. I trust that's okay with you. Okay? Just try to stop me. Been waiting to smack the smug out of Spriggan for a while now. You said it. We're nearly there. My, still so fiery, I see. Now, I'm really glad I went to the trouble of securing that route in for you. None of the Queen soldiers are stationed in the Vault Castle. Once you get past Spriggan's guards, then... Wait a sec. The front door is... open? I'm not sensing any soldiers in there either. It looks like the path to the bell tower is all clear. You think it's a trap? Probably, yes. But not for us. This trap is only for Artoria, the Child Prophecy, and Queen Morgan. Spriggan really is a sly old fox, isn't he? He's just handing the bell over to us. Makes sense, though. He gains nothing by trying to protect it at this point. He must be trying to surrender without defying the Queen. He wants to be able to deny any involvement in ringing the bell. Well, this is a surprise. I thought we'd never been able to take control of Norwich without ringing the bell. But if Spriggan has pulled his soldiers back, he must not have any intention of fighting. That means our battle to occupy Norwich is over. We no longer have to ring the bell to win. That's sad. Whether we go ring it now or not is up to the Child of Prophecy. If she does, it will be a declaration of war. There will be no going back. I hate to play into Spriggan's hand, but I doubt we'll get another opportunity like this.
Let's go. Bell or no bell, Spriggan is still inside. Between him just letting a calamity happen and the stunt he's trying to pull right now, I can't just let him go. I want to know exactly what the head of the Earth Clan was thinking when he made those decisions.
Huh? We didn't run into a single soldier on the way up here, let alone Spriggan himself. I've got a hell of a bad feeling about this. Chills, even. Be careful. There's something here. Chablish. Chablish. Where are you? Chablish. I smell paradise. I hear Avalon. I see. So you finally come. There! Magical energy is collecting on the ceiling. This density is a night call. The one who saves us shall be Britain's undoing. Curse my dead body. I would gladly give my soul for the Earth Clan in exchange for an abominable body. Okay.
まだまだ未熟者ですが頑張ります。白兵戦今のうちに白兵戦今のうちに準備裏打ちます。ホールドアップ。遠慮はしませんとも。スイミングの時間です。水面に光るは勝利の剣。エクスカリバービビアーン。狙い撃ちです。エクスシュー
Haha.
ロックオン。
Easy.
スイミング
Cannot outcome against triple Squirtoria.
あまりにも
Saber faces.
小柱とキレエクスカリバービビアーン。狙い撃ちです。エクスシュー。ありがとうございます。皆さんのおかげです。
It's gone. That night call must have been here for a very long time. Didn't exactly go peacefully, though. Hope you're at least resting now, old one. Anyway, that seems to take care of the last obstacle in our path. All that's left to do now is ring the bell. Well done. Well done, indeed. I must thank you for finally ridding the bell tower of the ghost that's been haunting it for the last century. Now that is what I call a swift resolution. It was the finest thing I've seen since I first set foot in Fairy Britain. Once again, your power leaves me at a loss for words. Right? Spriggan! Oh? Why are you glaring at me like that? The battle is over. Your roundtable army has defeated the Queen's soldier. Norwich is now free of the Queen's oppressive regimen, and it's all thanks to you. I, Norwich's own lord, couldn't be happier about this turn of events. What do you say? Shall we toast your victory? Ah, but where are my manners? Apologies for my lack of consideration. If you wish to leave, by all means, go right ahead. My soldiers will gladly clear the way for you. We were told you were the one who called the Queen's army here in the first place. How can you do that and still claim to be innocent? Yes, I did make a report to Her Majesty. The calamity caused a great deal of damage, so I requested she send soldiers to help with the restoration efforts. Any responsible lord would have done the same. Unfortunately, it seems there were some bad apples among the Queen's soldiers who thought to treat our more rebellious citizens quite brutally. Ah, but once again, your timely intervention prevented any of my citizens from coming to harm. For that, I owe you my thanks. So that's what you're going with? The Royal Army's attempt to purge up any hint of rebellion had nothing to do with you, Okay, that's fine. At this point, there's no way we can prove it one way or another. But what's your game plan now? Norwich has fallen, and your citizens are sick of you. Do you really have time to be hanging out here chatting with us? Don't be ridiculous, Leonardo da Vinci. I must say, for such a great mind as yours, that was simply uncalled for. True, Norwich may have fallen, but that is a temporary situation at worst. Since the child prophecy is leading the Round Table army, you must only be here for this bell. I very much doubt that you occupied Norwich with the intention of keeping it for yourselves. Well, I suppose you may be considering using it for the Round Table army's base of operations. But as you just aptly proven, Norwich is quite vulnerable to invasion. Of course, if you wanted to end up razed to the ground for treason like Sheffield, far be it from me to stop you. Why, you little... Now, don't bother. No sense letting this one work you up. And trying to hold him accountable for his crimes would only be an even bigger waste of time. He doesn't believe he's done anything wrong in any case.
Oberon, when did you get here?
Just now. Luckily, my trick with the restaurant worked like a charm. I'm glad to see you all wrap things up here nice and neat. I knew you could do it, Percival. But you've done a pretty poor job with the aftermath. If you were going to kill Spriggan, it should have been during the chaos of battle. Now it's too late. It would be one thing if you wanted to get rid of Norwich, but you'd never do that, would you? Get rid of Norwich? Oh, do you need me to explain it to you, foreign mage? Don't bother. I'll sum it up. Spriggan's demonstrated his neutrality to his citizens, thereby fulfilling his role as their lord. As a result, the fairies of Norwich still recognize him as their leader. So they definitely won't be happy if you kill him now that he's shown he's open to peaceful discussion. And that's not all. While Norwich's artisans may all hate Spriggan, the other residents who use the artisan's services consider him indispensable. Remember how I said that Norwich is on the verge of becoming a human city? Spriggan's policies are essential for fairies who want to maximize their profits above all else. That's what makes him so tricky to deal with. Sure, half of Norwich hates him, but the other half supports him. But you can't just kill him without a very good reason. It would make us public enemies. And not only that, without Spriggan to negotiate with the Queen, she would declare a rebel stronghold and just take it over herself. And since we can't protect the city, letting that happen will essentially destroy Norwich. There you have it. To kill a ruler is to effectively kill their nation as well. If what you want is to destroy Norwich, then by all means, go ahead and execute me.
You're not bluffing, aren't you? You're not bluffing, are you? You really do mean that. You don't care about the safety of the Earth Clan, and you have no wish to keep Norwich safe. But you also apparently don't care if you live or die. I don't get it. Your actions seem so purposeless and incomprehensible. It's almost as if you're... That's right. Human. You're no fairy, Spriggan. You're what they call a changeling. Someone who drifted here from proper human history. Aren't you?
I had a feeling that might be the case, but I wasn't sure. A human clan head? But that's impossible. There's no way he could keep up and act like that for so long.
Fairies distinguish between other fairies and humans by scent, magical energy, and appearance. No one fairy is exactly like any other, as long as someone could meet the right criteria, they could definitely pass as a human-looking fairy. For scent, they just need to make a cologne that approximates how a fairy smells. Their comparative lack of magical energy they have could be disguised with a mystic code, and as for their appearance...
Hey, yeah, his ears look like fairy ears, but aside from that...
Humans can have their extremities surgically modified without many negative side effects, so that's no big surprise. What I want to know is how you solve the aging problem. You've been Norwich's lord for 100 years now, and makeup can only do so much to make you look younger. I'm afraid to ask what you look like under all that.
I don't have the slightest idea what you're talking about. However, let's say, just for the sake of argument, that I came from the same world as Lord Sofrost there. If I did, surely you could imagine something I might want? I have no attachment to Britain, the fairies, or the Queen, nor can I go back to my old home at this point. Indeed, I can never go back to being John Smith, the human heir, even if I wanted to. No, all I care about is a place that you can call home. That's not exactly right, but you're not far off either. Personally, I don't care who sits on the throne. Queen, Child of Prophecy, whoever. It's all the same to me. All I care about is keeping this vault castle safe. My role as the Lord of Norwich is only a means to that end. One of the tricks to survival is serving someone stronger than you. Right now, that means working for the Queen, but depending on what you do next, that could easily change. You see? He's the most annoying kind of person to deal with. He's neither friend nor foe. But never mind him. Norwich never had much in the way of a military. Once we ring the bell, we won't need to come back here again. Spriggan's private soldiers are just that. Private soldiers. I can't imagine they'd ever be a threat to the Round Table Army. But you are. Now, do you understand what makes me tick? If you think I'm not worth killing, that's fine with me. Very well then. This jester will go ahead and remove himself to the corner. If you wish to ring the bell of pilgrimage, please be my guest. Still, I will say that, jester or not, I do have hopes and dreams of my own. I doubt I have much longer to live, so I hope I'll get to see the Child Prophecy defeat the Queen before my time is up. Okay, now that that's settled, let's get to the main event. Are you ready to do this, Artoria?
Salisbury, Rochester, Norwich, and Londinium. Salisbury, the city of wind, where humans and fairies coexist. Rochester, the city of flowers, that glitters bright but hollow. Norwich, the city of smiths, where all kinds of fairies and humans compete, window and one help one another. And Londinium, the city of ruins, where everyone smiles and cares for others despite all the pain and loss they suffered. 16 years. the time I spent as a child of prophecy in Tintago.
Artoria?
Okay, I'm going to ring the bell. Don't worry, I already know how. Stand back, everyone.
You're gonna get upgrade, are you? She's about to get upgrade. For her skill, I think.
Song of Paradise, voice of the inner sea. You who were born to be selected, to decide the fate of this land, and to see justice done. The boughs of the bones of Inception shall show you the way. Forgive us these sins.
Is it noon already? Seems a bit early for that. Maybe it's not the usual cathedral bell. I wonder what it is done. It sounds weirdly happy and sad at the same time.
Chest feels tight, with a nostalgic sound. Is that about a pilgrimage, Lady Aurora? Yes, it is. It must be Norwich's bell, meaning the Earth champ. Meaning the Earth Clan has accepted her. It looks like your plan worked, Oberon. Though I do feel a little bad about tricking Woodrose. Congratulations, Arturia. Thank you, Stofrost. Now, at long last, we can finally take the next steps forward. This sound. It feels like it's ringing out across all of Britain. And this frequency, it doesn't sound like joy so much as... Aha! Now I see. So that's what they mean by pilgrimage. There's the first one. Rather relieved. About time she did something worthy of a child of prophecy. I was more than a little worried when she accepted the Queen's invitation to Camelot. But now, the war will finally begin. Can't wait. Can you, Konyanskaya? Her Majesty the Queen versus the Child Prophecy. The Tamlin versus the Round Table Army. I wonder who's going to drop out first. I wonder who will have the last laugh. Who would you bet on, Konyanskaya? Oh, maybe you put your money on Chaldea, the real dark horse? Chaldea can't possibly win. They're not even a player in this game. But having said that, in your case, betting on Chaldea may not be such a bad idea. Fairy Britain's market value is about to tank, after all. So if you know what's coming, maybe you should consider a different possibility. Don't be ridiculous. There's no way I'm getting out of this game after all the trouble I went to set up the pieces. Oh yes, just you wait, Konyanskaya. I'm going to make things right, no matter what happens. Lady Myriad. Huh? So that's what a bell of pilgrimage sounds like. Doesn't do much for my soul. Well, it's good Norwich is out of the picture. About time she finally got serious. Anyone worth it be my rival should have no trouble at all ringing a bell or two.
What an ominous sound. Is that one of the bells of pilgrimage? What happened to the soldiers we sent to Norwich? What is Lord Spriggan saying about this? It's the Child of Prophecy. Chief Bandit allied with the Round Table Army and invaded Norwich. What was Woodrose doing? How could he let the Round Table Army make a move while he was in Oxford? Elgut was right. Elgut was right. We should have captured and killed her when we had the chance. Order! Order! 30 ambassadors, 100 officials, close your mouths. High Queen Morgan is about to speak. Hear her words and obey.
A bell of pilgrimage has been rung. Send word to every lord and fairy in the land. The child prophecy is no longer my subject. I name her an enemy of the state. All who offer her aid of any sort shall be branded the same. Fairy Britain abides no enemy. It crushes them without mercy. I command Woodrose, Lord of Oxford, to begin an attack on Londinium. I shall weigh his success in this battle against his transgression in permitting this advance on Norwich when determining his punishment. There is no place for the child prophecy in my fairy Britain.
Oh, the High Queen's made her decision. That accursed child prophecy is as good as dead now. War! There's gonna be a war. Oh, I can't wait. This is gonna be so much fun. I've been bored out of my mind these last 100 years. Now I'll get to hear the lower class fairies writhing in agony again. Thank you, child prophecy. Thank you, Round Table Army. Thank you for starting the bloodbath. Yeah, you're welcome.
No sooner do they see preparations for war being made than they scurry off to their homes. 2,000 years, and fairies are still just as fickle and bloodthirsty as ever. Fortune, awaken. Knight Fortune.
Yes, High Queen. God Knight Fortune at your service. It's an honor to have been freed from the chessboard. The 200 years since I last saw you have done nothing to diminish your Majesty's beauty.
Never mind the formalities. Here, drink this. This water will grant you memories of all that has transpired in the last 200 years.
Very well then, if I may. Now I understand. The child prophecy. I'm sorry my clan head's prophecy has become such a headache for you, High Queen. Speaking of which, where are my fellow Mirror Clan fairies? Who replaced Ainsel as their head?
The Mirror Clan is gone. You are the last of their kind, Fortune.
I see. What an ironic twist of fate. I parted ways with Ainsel to serve your majesty as a knight, and thanks to that, I'm still alive today.
That is surely the optimum future you once saw. Your choice was the correct one. It is why you are alive today. Now, you will once again make use of your prognostication. You will accompany Tamlin Gawain and Tamlin Lancelot as the advisor. And if by some chance, worst should come to worst, I trust you know what to do.
Yes, High Queen. We God Knights are fully aware of your wishes. You would like the Tamlin to go to Oxford to assist with the attack on Londinium, yes?
Have you gone soft in the head? Woodrose needs no help with Londinium. I have another mission for the Tamlin. There is someone else who has been a thorn in my side for too long. The attack on Londinium is merely a sideshow.
Well, that's finally one bell down. Wait. Artoria?
Huh? Ah! What's going on? Why am I glowing so much?
She must be burning up. Water? We need water! Da Vinci, can you whip up some fast-acting coolant or something? Grown-up me might have been able to, but me? No way! It's gone now. Wow. Sorry for panicking there. The prophecy never said anything about that. That aside. Yeah, I can tell. This is really... Yeah, it really is. I'm not a fairy, but even I can tell.
Why are you all staring at me like that? You're making me nervous. Did I do something wrong?
No, you did something very right. Artoria, did you just get crazy strong? What is this? Oh god. I guess it's now focused on MASH POV this time. Ugh, my body's tingling all over. What happened to me?
What? What? She's awake. She's awake. Look, ask. The weird girl with even weirder iron armor finally woke up. She's gotta be an evil fairy. Can I kill her? Can I?
Avatar, you're alright. Thank goodness. I was worried that huge lightning bolt might have burned Norwich to the ground. Norwich? What the heck's a Norwich?
Is that the name of the forest you came from?
Huh? A beach? Where did Norwich go? Where's Senpai? And Artoria? What's going on, Habitat? What happened to Norwich?
I don't know any Norwich. And quit calling me that. That's not my name. I'm Tuturat. Tamlin Tuturat. And don't you forget it.
Huh? Who? Rot? You mean you aren't Habitat?
Habby Cat? I don't know what that is, but I love it. That's way better than Grimalkin's yapping. Ask! You've gotta see this girl. She's amazing. I don't know what she's talking about, but everything she says is amazing. She's gotta be a mage, just like you.
Oh,
Coming, Tuturat. And please stop just calling everything you've not seen before Magecraft, would you? Hello there. Nice to meet you. I'm Ask, and this is Tuturat. Welcome to Britain, the Isle of Fairies. To be so kind as to tell us your name? It must be fate that brought us together here. We'd be happy to help you if you like.
thank you. My name's Mash Curelife. Ask, are you Ask the Savior?
Oh, so you know about me. Are you from Londinium then? I'm sure I remember seeing a fairy as strong as you, though. Sure, I sense an incredibly powerful spell similar to the Infinity Mirror out here on the East Coast. Oh, are you a Northern Fairy, perhaps? Did you mess up the teleportation and end up out here in the middle of nowhere? A Northern Fairy? So she's one of Queen Mab's people? Even though she's so cute? That make her our enemy. Can I kill her, Ask? Of course not. Please, Tutorat, just be quiet a moment. Why don't you come with us, Mash? We should leave before Morse begins showing up anyway. Come on. Our camp is over in those woods. It'd be much safer to talk there.
What the hell? And so we begin a new story. Or rather, continue a previous one. When Mash was rushed in to protect Sophros and Artoria, he was snatched away by Morgan's water mirror. After a moment of darkness, she awoke to find herself on an unfamiliar beach, surrounded by blindingly thick fog and a crashing of waves. On the northern horizon, we see a tree of emptiness stretching high into the clouds, as if it were holding up the very sky. The fairies already knew as the World Tree, though. But what surprised her more than anything was no wall here. No sign of the wall of light that used to cover all of Britain anywhere. In fact, there was nothing to be seen near Britain at all. Nothing but an endless plain of white seawater. This was the Isle of Britain in year 400 of the Fey era, approximately 2400 years in the past. And this is the story of Aeus the Savior's final, fateful battle. Harrison Point.
I can still hear the ring. I can still hear the bell ringing. Even though it's been half a day, even though everyone smiled and praised me. Whenever I close my eyes, I can feel that sound, like something grabbing my head from behind. Feels like this ringing may never go away. Another Briton, from a world called Proper Human History. Another version of me, though one entirely unlike me. An imposing figure, neither mage nor fairy, but a child born to human and dragon. Artoria Pendragon, the ideal king who unified the lords of Britain, protected it from outside invaders, and built the towering White Castle of Camelot. She was loved and trusted by all, and she shone brighter and more righteous than anyone else. With her 12 knights of the Round Table, her many loyal cavalries, and her redacted in hand, she laid the foundation for countless futures. She was a truly great woman. I'd never seen her like. I don't want to see her. I don't want to be shown her. I can't handle it. I can't believe it. I can't accept it. After all, I'm the only one of my kind. I have nowhere to run. No one understands me. Romance is out of the question. No reward, no finish line, no rest. Can't make so much as a single mistake. So many things I'll never have. How cruel would I have to be for everyone to accept a king like me with a smile? Oh, it's morning. I guess we must have covered a lot of ground overnight. I had the craziest dream. It must be because I rang one of the bells of pilgrimage. That life is no joke.
Well, that was nice. While we were rocking back and forth in the carriage, we almost made it back to the Londinium overnight. Good thing we didn't run into any trouble. Huh? I see. So you used the cover of night to get to Norwich without drawing attention. And for the return trip, we were lucky enough to get a horse-drawn carriage. The Queen might technically prohibit animals from being used for manual labor, but there's no real penalty for doing so. Right now, only the clan heads have horse-drawn carriages, but who knows? Eventually, everyone might start using them. I guess this is how trends get started. All that said, I wonder why the Queen banned horse-drawn carriages in the first place. Does she just love horses? That's part of it, but it's mostly another way to keep fairies in line. If horse-drawn carriages became commonplace, fairy horses would stop being born. Fairies are both cruel and innocent, you know. As soon as something like that becomes popular, we stop seeking out anything else. I mean, it's been 2019 years since we started seriously copying human culture, right? The fact that horses like Red Rabbit and Percival's dear Kundry are still alive and well is proof of Morgan's consideration. Ah, now I see. So there's work involved in maintaining mystics? So Morgan is fine with imitating human society, but she won't allow any cultural imitations that would risk eliminating entire swaths of fairy ecology. Gotta say, that's pretty smart of her. Guess she's more than just a cruel queen, not to squeeze. Guess she's more than just a cruel queen out to squeeze her citizens for everything they have. Artoria's really feeling down, isn't she? Inadvertently locks eyes with Frost. Don't be ridiculous! Morgan's a horrible queen! A single tiny kindness does not a good person make. That's just what she wants you to think.
Oberon?
Remember the fairies you all met in my domain? The Welsh Woods? It's the one place in Britain with autumn leaves. The fairies who fled there are all weak. They all ran away to escape cruel mistreatment. They have nowhere else to go in the whole of Britain. They were persecuted, ostracized, and accursed of spreading poison just by existing. You see, they all look like insects, though they lost their homes because of Morgan's hatred of bugs. and their low intelligence and innocent nature forever prevented them from taking part in Fairy Britain's imitation of human society. My words are where fairies like that come together until they inevitably die.
That's right. Under the Queen's rule, Fairy Britain has no place for the weak. He only cares about the land itself, not the fairies who live on it.
Yup, but just because Morgan thinks they're worthless doesn't mean they actually are. That forest is home to those with nowhere else to go. Those who have been forgotten and left to die having never known anything but fury and antipathy. And it was into the heart of that forest that I was summoned. Whoa, hey. Of course, Fairy Britain doesn't tolerate any interference from proper human history, so I was summoned in a very fragile state. I could hardly move, so all I could do was lie there and sleep. I think if I'd been the only one there, I would probably have just disappeared again. I know I said I only had a cloak on me when I first came here, but that's actually not true. I had nothing at all. I was a little cold, even. But I wasn't at all scared or lonely.
Never seen this fairy before. He's all alone, poor thing. But he's so handsome, he looks so kind. He's like a prince. He must be our king. We have a king of our very own now. We have to protect our king. Let's all help our king, together. They weren't able to touch me, but they did make a perfect circle around me as they waited excitedly for me to wake up. You know how just knowing someone is cheering for you can give you the strength to go on. There you go. Their voices helped me secure my consciousness and eventually stabilize my spirit urgent and wake up. Let's say one of the reasons I'm so overly invested in Britain's welfare is their kindness. Who says they're worthless or incapable of doing anything? They might be powerless, but they were the only ones who care for me. So of course I have to do everything I can to pay them back. That's why I care so much about taking Morgan down. Really, I'm a lot like you, Frost. I might not only be the king of the weak and powerless, but that doesn't mean I'm going to hold anything back. Even I'm never able to save even one fairy, I'm still going to do whatever I can to do the best of my ability. I had no idea. I have a message for you from Captain Kawas, sir. The enemy has already made camp on the north side of Londinium, but you should have no trouble getting in from the south. Understood. Thank you, soldier. Then we'll continue bringing the child prophecy back to Londinium, just as we planned. Tell Kawas to hold his ground for now. It's still too early for an all-out war between our forces. Yes, sir! What was that all about, Percival? Well, just as we expected, the Queen's army has begun to march on Londinium. She dispatched Woodrose and his army from up at Oxford. That was quick. Can't usually mobilize a whole damn army at the drop of a hat. It's been a day since Artoria rang the bell. The Queen must have really ridden him hard to get him moving so fast. Woodrose's army is made up entirely of Fangquan fairies. They don't typically need weapons or bother with them, so they can move quickly when they have to. They're matchless on the battlefield, but they're not so great at occupying territory or laying siege. So if that's who Morgan sent to Londinium, they shouldn't be much of a threat. We should be able to wear them down by fortifying our defenses and taking out Woodrose once he inevitably loses patience and takes the field himself. What is it, Gareth? Oh, I'm sorry. Just seemed so different just now. Huh? Did I? I thought I was just being myself. Was I more confident or something?
As you should be. Remember, you've rung one of the bells of pilgrimage now. Wherever you go, You're going to attract a lot of fairies who are fed up with the Queen's regime. So hold your head up. So hold your head high. Besides, you really have gotten stronger, right? Yep. In terms of magical energy, I'd say she's about equal to Morrigan's little finger now. I had no idea the Bells of Pilgrimage could do that. No wonder the clan heads weren't so quick to give you permission.
And we still have 5 to go. Wait, hang on. There's the Wind clans in Salisbury, the Wind clans in Gloucester, the Earth clans in Norwich, and the Fang clans in Oxford. That's only 4 bells. What about the Mirror clans and King clans?
Don't you worry about that. I'm still not sure about the Mirror clan's bell, but I do know about the other one. The 5th bell is at the very edge of Britain, at the root of the World Tree's remnants. It's in the ruins of Orkney, the now forbidden city at the ends of the world that was destroyed long ago.
Okay, hold up. I know the bells are important, but right now, we need to focus on Londinium. Woodrow's army is practically on your doorstep now, right, Percival? Are you sure it's safe for us to go back?
Yes, and I also think we should just do that. Artoria is right. The Fang clan is poorly suited to siege warfare. If all we need to do is defend Londinium's walls, we can hold it out for 10 days even with the forces we have. That should give us plenty of time to come up with a plan. Woodrow's army is camped out on the plains about 2 kilometers north of Londinium. They don't have the numbers to properly encircle us. Woodrow's only hope for victory will be to break through our main gate and take over our city from the inside. Which is why we're going to chip away at his forces while staring him down. Right. The great disadvantage we have is our ability to retreat to a stronghold whenever we need to, even as we're headed back to Londinium. I'm having the troops we sent out to help free Norwich split up into 2 squadrons and move out to Londinium's east and west sides. Part of the job is to deter Woodrow from launching an all-out assault, since doing so would leave his forces vulnerable to an attack from behind. But if those squadrons get the chance, they'll also attack Woodrow's isolated troops, thereby reducing their overall numbers. We may not be able to beat them in a straight fight, but in a siege like this, we're pretty evenly matched. So we'll just have to slowly tip the battle in our favor as it drags on. Fortunately, we also have the Count in Norwich helping us now, so we should be good on supplies. Okay, but while Londinium might not be completely encircled, it's still mostly surrounded, right? Is there some secret entrance or underground path inside or something? No. I'm afraid Londinium has nothing like that. Or at least, if it does, we haven't been able to find it yet.
Then, does that mean we're about to...
That's right. We're going to look for a weak spot in Woodrose's line and charge right through. This is great. It'll be the perfect opportunity to see what our new and improved Artoria can do. Ah, damn it. No duplicate Castoria. Shit. Guess I'm gonna go with this charger. I guess it should... Yeah.
なるべく避けたいところだじゃあ交通マンの練習だじゃあこういうの
内緒ですよ。私のイルカは勇敢ですよ。とっておきのクルーズを。
He's only not 99 for scale.
青い
Would
空、
have been better with
エメ
10,
ラル
10,
ド
10.
の海、そしてたくさんのお
Not
友
quite
達。
there yet, though.
みんな受け取ってレオセアナレグレス。白兵戦行きます。今のうちに準備。内緒ですよ。
ああ
内緒ですよ。もちろん。ショータイム。青い空、エメラルドの海、そしてたくさんのお友達。みんな受け取ってレオセアナレグレス。こちらですね。内緒ではやります。ショータイム。青い空、エメラルドの海、そしてたくさんのお友達。みんな受け取ってレオセアナレグレス。白兵戦行きます。
Here.
とやります。ショータイム。青い空、エメラルドの海、そしてたくさんのお友達。みんな受け取ってレオセアナレグレス。
Fuck. Have any other options?
もちろんやります。行きましょう。突破します。そこ動かない。せーの。
Okay, fuck.
開いた。開いた。
ツーマンの練習だな
内緒ですよ。
他にやる
こちら
とないの
ですね。
What? Come on.
行きましょう。やります。眩しいですよ。せーの。それ。
Oh, god damn it. How could you fuck that up?
準備。では眩しいですよ。せーの。それ。
うわ
白兵戦行きます。
こういうのはどうだ
一息入れましょう。さあ行きますよ。聖女より大いなる海の恵みをお届けです。ホップステップグレイトオーシャンでオセアンナレグレス。今回はうまくいきました。
Okay, got it. Damn it! There's no use! We can't stop them on our own! It's not just Percival either. All the human soldiers are moving weirdly fast. It's a child prophecy doing this! It's just like what High Queen Morgan does. We did it! We punched through their defenses. Everyone, make for Londinium. We're out of here as soon as the east gate is open. I'll bring up the rear. Don't worry, nobody's getting past me. So fast, I want you to stay with the child prophecy. Will do. That's what I like to hear. See you in Londinium. Now what? It took a few small skirmishes to get here, but we made it back nearly unscathed. I'd say we won a battle today. Great work, everyone. You too, Percival. I gotta say, they still have the advantage of numbers, and the longer this battle drags on, the more likely they are to get reinforcements from Camelot. Can't just look in our hidey hole forever. We need to be looking for a chance to take the fight to them. That can wait until we have more soldiers on our own to work with, like the ones the Count is sending along with the supplies. By this time tomorrow, we should have a good number of rebels from Norwich here to help us. That's when we'll strike at Woodrose's headquarters. We can settle this all at once, while our enemy's guard is down. Yes, that's the idea, which is all the more reason for us to rest and recuperate now. Go ahead and turn in for the night if you like, everyone. Our soldiers will stand watch. North of Londinium, Woodrow's army camp. Say that again, Beargut? I don't think I heard you right. Did you really just forbid me from going into battle? You want me to refrain from attacking Londinium directly? High Queen Morgan would never say anything like that. Don't you lie to me, you filthy human! You think just because the High Queen's taken a liking to you, you can dishonor me and my army? Well, easy there, Woodrose. I'm not so big on this plan either, okay? If you ask me, this is a great opportunity to demolish that castle while we have all the rebels in one place. I mean, this is obviously a terrible move, right? I can't blame you for having issues with it. So, how about it, buddy? Why don't you tell me what you really think of the High Queen? I'd be more than happy to pass it along to her when I get back to Camelot.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. I'd love to hear Mother's reaction to that. Go on, Furball. Bark for us. If you got something to say to Mother, let's hear it. Hey, is it true Aurora played you like a fiddle in your old restaurant while shit was going down in Norwich? No wonder Mother's so sick of you. Can't blame her for forbidding you to fight until you shape up. You know, you're the only one who's ever made her cross like that. Who knows what you'll get up to without some oversight?
Don't you talk to me like that, you little... Lord Woodrose, you have every right to be upset, but please, try to control yourself. I know. I'm well aware. I won't repeat Boggart's mistake. If that is the High Queen's command, I am, of course, happy to comply. The Fang clan have always been High Queen Morgan's loyal retainers. We're nothing like the Earth clan always dancing to Spriggan's tune. Very well then. If they want to hide in the castle, I can play along a while. I'm delighted that Her Majesty has entrusted me with eradicating both the Child Prophecy and the Round Table Army. Of course, I have no objections. But, that being said, should the Round Table Army attack us, all bets are off. I trust you understand that if that happens, we will have to meet them in the field. You bet, buddy. Believe me, that's what I'd prefer too. But I can't lend you Tristan, okay? She's my personal bodyguard. If things start getting serious, I'll be counting on you guys to massacre the Round Table Army by yourselves. But hey, you can pull that off, right? You might be getting old, but you're still the head of the Fang clan. Don't be ridiculous. I don't even need to go after them myself. My elite soldiers will be more than enough. Neither the Child Prophecy nor the Foreign Mage pose any real threat. The only problem is that cheeky brat Percival, who managed to put up a good fight against Lancelot. Still, this is a battle, not a duel. Even if he happened to be the last one standing, what good would it do to him? If we kill everyone else inside our castle, I'm sure he'll simply surrender. Right.
Wow, that was just pathetic. When did Woodrose become such a wuss? It's like he doesn't even want to fight himself. Maybe that's why Mother forbade him from going into battle. Because he would actually die if he did.
I'll say, that was ridiculous. I haven't had a shakes that bad since Marisbury recruited me for Chaldea. There's going soft in your old age, and then there's this. Come the hell on, Woodrose.
Hey, we did what Mother asked us to, right? Let's just get out of here. I know! Why don't we stop by Gloucester? Gloucester's great. I bet it beats anything you had in your world, too. We can go to the Count's restaurant together. And after that, we can try, oh, right, robbing a bank.
Maybe some other time, when I've got nothing better to do.
What? So you're busy now? I'm not. I'm bored out of my skull.
Well, it's just that something's nagging at me about Morgan's orders. Do not let Woodrose fight, huh? You know, depending on how you look at it, that could mean the exact opposite.
Huh? Opposite how?
Let's stick around for just a little longer, Lady Spinel. If everything works out like I think it might, we should be in for a pretty spectacular show. One sec.
Check. No duplicate Castoria again. Come on, man. Stupid. Check.
避けられるなら避けたいのですが。
There was about 4 of them. What the hell, man? Oh, right. Oh, shit. Fuck. Castoria's not maxed out.
白兵戦行きま今のうちに準備を。
つまんない練習じゃな。こういうのどうだ。
白兵戦行きます。
あ
ないぞ。これは私のことの葉が紡いだ終わりなき願いの物語。アルフ・ライラ・ライダ。今宵はここまで。
The chef. Gordon Ramsay, is that you?
もちろんやります。次はこのお話。
Right.
いくよ
お楽
し。
しみください。
罠だ。罠だ。
ご存知のはず。
What the hell is that?
どのようなお話をお見逃しを。これは私のことの葉が紡いだ終わりなき願いの物語。アルフ・ライラ・ライダ。今宵はここまで。ご存知のはず。
Ow. What the hell is that, man?
あ、行くぞ。
お見逃しを。
計略だ。罠だ。
ご存知のは
つまんない練習だな。 他にやることないの？
今のうちに準備ってあるのね。初回ですか。どのようお耳や次はこのお話。これは私のことの葉が紡いだ終わりなき願いの物語。アルフ大学は今宵はここまで。ご存知のはず。夜はまだ続く。
Boom, shakalaka.
白兵戦行きます。
It's over.
あ
No need
あ
to use that
鐘
skill.
の音が聞こえる。
Phew, that was exhausting. Good thing we were able to drive off Woodwell's soldiers before they got in through the Western Gate. I swear, enough of those Vanquine fairies. I can't believe they tried to pass themselves off as a fruit delivery. And what's worse, the guys almost bought it.
You think? It looked more like they were just dumbfounded to me.
Still, I'm impressed you saw through them, Garrett. None of the other fairies guarding the ramparts were any wiser. I guess it's because I've always had a good hearing. I can just kind of tell when there's danger afoot. Anyway, now that we've fended off this sneak attack, let's go back to the war room. The reinforcement from Norwich should be here by now.
What do you mean Norwich isn't sending any reinforcements? Are you telling me not a single soldier or blacksmith is willing to join the Round Table army? At least right now, sir. The Count is doing his best to convince them. The fairies in Norwich are grateful to the child prophecy, but they say they just can't afford to get drawn into another battle right now. I see. So what they mean is, the people of Norwich only care about Norwich and don't give a damn about what happens elsewhere. Even though Artori, the child of prophecy, made the brave decision to save Britain and rang about a pilgrimage. And even though she's already saved Norwich twice now, they still can't be bothered to fight the Queen's army themselves. It's not like that, sir. We're still willing to fight. We just, well, don't see the point in fighting a battle we can't hope to win. Yup, that tracks. The whole thing about the child prophecy drawing in fairies from around the world to her cause sounded nice, but it was a crock from the start. We gotta remember that these fairies have been living in fear of the Queen for 2,000 years. You can't get over something like that overnight. And don't forget about the Tam Lin. Gonna take a lot more than ringing one bell to get all those fairies on our side. I thought I'd lay the groundwork for these fairies to stand up to the Queen's resume, as long as they had an opportunity. I guess rumors alone can only do so much. I can't believe this. We worked so hard to save Norwich, but now that we're gone, it's like they forgot all about it. I understand. Of course the fairies of Norwich won't feel comfortable joining the Round Table army without a clear assurance of our chances of victory. Please, don't give it another thought. Could you just give the Count a message for us? Tell him that we'll do our best to figure something out on our own, and we appreciate any continued assistance he can provide with supplies. Yes, of course. Now, if you excuse me, I'll be on my way. I'm surprised you're not disappointed, Artoria. I figured this would hit you hardest. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm upset for sure. I've just always been quick to get over disappointment. For the time being, let's just focus on what we can do now, like when Oberon ran around in just his cloak. Point of order? When I said I had nothing to my name, I was being metaphorical. I wasn't literally streaking around Britain. If one won't do the trick, then we'll have to go for two. Right. Maybe ringing the second bell would motivate the fairies to get off the sidelines. Excuse me, Sir Percival. Lord Oberon. I have an urgent message from our allies in Gloucester. It says the Queen's army is advancing on the Welsh woods. Hamlin Godwin is leading an order of knights who report directly to the Queen. We can't stop them ourselves, and we can't be sure how long the Welsh woods will be safe. Please, send aid ASAP. I'm sorry, but I have to go. I'm sure you can handle things here, Percival. Oberon, wait! There's no point going alone. You're right. I might be able to get there in time on my own, but even if I did, there's nothing I can do. Will you help me, Soprast? Artoria? I'm going to help the fairies of the Welsh Woods however I can. They have nothing to do with this. I should be the one to suffer the Queen's wrath. You're not the only one they help, Oberon. Right. You're right. So much has happened that I forgot all about that. Percival, would you ask the fairy horses to help us? I'm afraid Redruff bit alone won't be enough. I can fly there myself, but we'll need 4 of them to pull the carriage at max speed for 5 passengers. Soprast, Artoria, Muramasa, Gareth, and Da Vinci. I'll make the arrangements right away. But it won't be 5 passengers. Kundry and I are going too.
So, I've got to stay behind, huh? Oh well, I get it. I'm not much of a flyer. And I know you need to keep the carriage as light as possible. Don't worry, we'll be back in no time. Just please be careful while we're away, Happy Cat. Right back at you. You're going up against a Tamlin, right? Those who have their true names changed are really tough. Do you have a plan for how to handle her? Of course. But I've been waiting for an opportunity like this. I'm not going to let Godwin push us around any longer. Now that's the child prophecy talking. Okay, I just have one piece of advice. Humiliate her. Find a way. Whatever it takes. That'll give you a chance to uncover more about her gift and name. The whole Tamlin thing is just a big act. If you can get them to disavow their knight selves, you can win. Thanks for waiting and for cheering us on, Habitat. See you later.
Let me see. No. Okay, there we go.
今のうちに核兵戦今のうちに核兵戦行きます全て見つめます簡単に終わらないように望まれることを望まれたようにそれはいつか来る兆しの星誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょうアラウンドカリバーンそういいでしょう私の足元で許しを乞いなさい落ちよロードレスキャメロット
Ah, shit. Wait, nope.
死になさい
Easy.
今回はうまくいきました
Right. Autumn Forest. Whatever. Sure. Just use silver apple. Don't use scalpel. I'm saving it for lotto farming. can see the Welsh words now. Oh no, they're burning. It's okay. I'm sure everyone found a good place to hide. Let's split up. One team, take out the enemies. The other, put out the fire. Artoria, Da Vinci, Sofras, you come with me. Alright, we'll take the other side. Percival, Gareth, let's go. You heard the High Queen's orders. Use fire. Burn these rotten, filthy woods to the ground. Let this be a warning to the foul scoundrel calling himself the Fairy King.
It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Please stop, stop. Please don't burn our forest. Please don't destroy Oberon's home. Please leave us alone. Please don't hurt us anymore. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. We don't want to die.
No, we're too late.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
There's the Fairy King. Capture him. We must bring him before Her Majesty. Is that the child prophecy with him? But her magical energy wasn't anywhere near that vicious when I saw her in Camelot. Ah! You! Artoria! Right. This must be what happened in Tintagel. Come on, Sofras. We need to go after Artoria. She's not herself right now. She'll die here if we don't do something. Got it. Leave it to me. Okay. Da Vinci. I can't change his ship. However, this one. I just want to finish my Mystic Code for the Atlas Institute, though. Go. What the hell? Right.
昇乱があれ
ああ、とても楽しかったとも。
ペーネロペ
そうだね。戦いですか。黄金律にも種類があるのさ。
Nothing else.
発進準備
奥
完了だ。
の手だなるほど
早く早く。そう、君たちはあらゆる困難を乗り越える。その勝査を今示そう。ビューティフルジャーニー。さあ、行けるとこまで行ってみよう。
愛物接続後部角の声で発進殲滅警戒で叩くトロイアイポスこいつで決まりだ
Easy.
乗り越えたぞと
Where are you going? Don't you dare run for me! You think you can just kill everyone here and leave? Well, I won't let you! I swear it!
Please calm down, Artoria.
Let go of me! They're gonna get away! I have to make them pay for it! Ah,
I bitch slap her to wake up or snap out of it.
I'm sorry. I'm so blinded by anger that I just...
It's okay. I shouldn't have done that. Come on. Let's see if there are any survivors.
Okay. Maybe there are some up in the trees. Like there were before... It's no use. You're half a day too late. We killed the last of them hours ago. All that's left is to burn the words. This is what came of your ringing that bell, child of prophecy. Tamlin going? What are you even doing here anyway? You're supposed to be fighting with Rose now. Did you leave Londinium undefended just to come here? I can't understand it. Nothing you do makes sense. The weak aren't meant to obey the strong. As long as they do that, they will one day get to enjoy the strong's remains. If they cannot understand that, then the strong have no obligation to protect them. Chara prophecy. Fluent mage. If you are prepared, I am willing to accept your surrender. My only mission today was to cleanse whales. I don't have orders to eliminate you. But if you insist on fighting, I will burn you along with these words.
I guess we gotta fight. But if she absorbs my magical energy again...
No way! I have a perfect anti-Gawain countermeasure in mind. We can stop her from sucking up magical energy with decoy. That said, I only have 3 of them, so they won't last long. We'll need to hit her fast and hard, Sophraj.
What the fuck? I hope if it doesn't fucking like try to mess with me. Then I'm gonna make that targetable. And gain it. Maybe I should bring Giorgio for protection. And then maybe Mash. Because she's still able to taunt things like that. So I'll bring Giorgio. For Taunter. Because she still have the passive ability. Then over here. Then the hell are you? I need another taunter. Because it's still like
Wanna guess?
Here. And where the hell is it? That applies to MP heal.
遊びはほどほどに。わかりますね。
Do a command spell stuck in the ground.
強き。それは。
Oops, sorry. My bad.
強くアタック。
白兵戦行きます。やだな。今のうちに準備は打ちはしま。ホールドアップ。やります。遠慮はしませんとも。狙い撃ちです。
私に従え。強き者、それは
Okay. No! No, 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 no. You fucking fight this shit. Don't you dare.
はい、おまかはい、
ロックオン。
そこです
今日はえいと
この剣にかけて。
まさか
Shit. Hit me. Oh, fuck. Okay. All good.
姉上の意向にひ。
姉上の杯、姉上の杯。ロックオン。遠慮はしませんとも。スイミングの時間です。水面に光るは勝利の剣。エクスカリバー。ビビア
話にならんな。
狙い撃ちですよ。今日はエクス
私に従
そのままは決して行う。
え。姉上の意向にひれ伏すがいい。
なんで僕は
なんじゃ。
Okay, bitch. That is so annoying. God damn this thing with the buff removal.
つまり練習だな。他にやることないの？
ええ、行きますよ。
あ
待った。
仰せの通
スイミング華麗、あまりにも華麗。小柱と散れエクスカリバー。
話にならんな。無駄だ。
り罠だ
今日は着陸強尺。
Okay, now it's drained out. I don't care.
私に従
Well,
もう少し打ちたかった。
that's just great. Fuck. Try this again. That was so stupid. Come on, man. Fucking this her skill with making a buff removal. Try this again. I hope this better not be like working this part in yet.
皆さん、戦いです。勇気ある振る舞いを。
私に従
白兵戦行きます。戦いですか。白兵戦行きます。ホールドアップ。無駄打ちはしません。やります。楽しみです。ここで行きます。狙い撃ちです。
今日は着陸強尺。強き者、それは
まさか
Swear to God, man, this is stupid.
姉上の意向。そのままは決して姉上の意向にひれ伏すがいい。はあ、わかりますか。
負けないぞ。
それ。
えいよ。えい。
この剣にかけて。逃げろ。
Right, okay.
望まれること。ビッグウェーブ。ええ、行き。
No, I can't, because she still used this shit.
なんで楽しみです。それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなく、あなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。スイミングの時間です。水面に光るは勝利の剣。エクスカリバー。ビビア
話にならんな。
強きそれはこの剣にかけて
Jeez, motherfuck, man.
じゃあこういうのはどうだ？つまんない練習だな。他にやることないの？
行きますよ。
行くぞ。
楽しみです。スイミングの時間です。水面にかかるは勝利の剣。Xカリバービビアー。話にならんな。
罠だ。
フリーで弱い強きそれはそのものは決しておかまい姉上の意向にひれ伏すがいい。姉弱い
じゃあこういうのはどうだ？
では
ホールドアップ裏打ちはしません。ええ、楽しみです。
Come on, finish that shit.
スイミングの時間です。水面にかかるは
Fucking
勝
move
利
out.
の剣。Xカリバービビアー。話にならんな。
Got him.
狙い撃ちです。弱い弱い X 弱い弱い
God, that was stupid fight right there. This is like, giving me a flashback that Tristan's, that thing. Tristan's, reversal for Grail's buff. That allows for double damage. This one's quite the opposite. Hey, that was a good one. You're doing great, Artoria. Masa, what are you doing here? What? That? I just had a hunch the little lady there could use some help, and I couldn't stand back and do nothing.
You impudent little! Protecting the mage with your trinkets! Do you think we were just going to roll over and let you walk all over us? Well, think again. You gluttonous pig! Pig! You dare mock me like that? You're damn right I do! You're a pathetic excuse for a Tamlin! You don't care about protecting fairies at all! You're just a mindless dog, following the Queen's every order! You have no right to use the name of a Knight of the Round Table! Sir, sure, Sir Gawain could be overly serious, a bit of a teacher's pet, and sometimes he put a little too much trust in his king. But he was never just an unthinking beast who blindly accepted whatever his king told him, like you. For that matter, I know you're not really Gawain. Your true name was written on Ector's receipt. Now you listen to me, and you listen to me good. Your true name is Vargas. Vargas, the Black Dog Duchess, and Devourer of Thunderclouds. Now forget about the Queen's gift and stop pretending to be a knight already.
True name revealed. What the fuck is this thing? 480p or 720p quality look? Come on, you can do better job. I seen it like in the Arc 1.5. They have a better quality, like the Archer Shinjuku True Name Revealed, James Moriarty, and then stuff like that. That has a better quality than this. What's going on with this? Very cheap, man.
Vargas. That's the name of a black dog fairy from English legend. It's supposed to have a glowing horn and fiery eyes, and it's also said to be an omen of imminent disaster. That's right. That isn't apparently what I am in your proper human history. Thank you for reminding me of that loathsome fat girl. You've helped me cool my head. But this changes nothing, you weaklings. Even with my true name revealed, I remain unchanged. I am a creature of the night, as far as I'm concerned. Sir Gawain's morning light and numeral of the saint, which take effect in daytime, have only ever held me back. I may be a fairy eating beast, and I may have lost my gifted name, but I am still a knight. My horn remains as devoted to the High Queen as ever, and I shall prove that by ending your lives with it here and now. Huh? Hang on. I thought uncovering Baggy's gifted name was all we had to do to win. So why is she even stronger now than she was before?
Oh, now you're timid? You just lived your whole life flying by the seat of your pants, don't you?
No, I can understand how Artoria feels. I can't even measure Baggy's magical energy anymore. I don't get it either. Revealing her true name was supposed to remove the changes to Spirit Urgent and make her weaker. But instead, it's almost as if she... It doesn't matter. Retreat is not an option. We're going to defeat Vargas here and now. We have to take down at least one of the Tamlin, or we'll never stir the anti-Morgon fairies out there in action. And besides, it may not have lasted long, but I'm still Fairy King Oberon, Lord of Wales. So please, lend me your aid, Artoria, Sulfrost. Let's show this dog who chambered all over these words exactly what weaklings like us can really do.
I can't use Castoria. And I cannot change line. Great. Wait, are you... Fuck. Not quite there yet. Man, I guess I'll go with this one. Okay, let's change this one. I'm gonna let Oberon sacrifice himself anyway. Just give her hope.
Tettaiはない。バーゲスとはここで倒す。僕はウェールズの森の領主。妖精王オベロンだ。
この剣にかけて
うまい手を考えよう。
私に従え。
Yep, I knew it. Alright,
戦いですか。裏打ちはします。ホールドアップ。
ありがとう。頑張るよ。
not quite yet.
ええ、楽しみです。遠慮はしませんとも。スイミング華麗、あまりにも華麗。小柱とキレエクスカリバービビアン狙い撃ちですエクス
Thank you for your service, Oberon. Shit.
動き準備 ええ、やります。楽しみです。スイミングの時間です。水面に光るは勝利の剣。 屈カリバーンビビ
話にならんの。
ア今日はフリー今日は
Oh, can't use that?
つまり練習だっちゃあ。こういうのはどうだ？
運命ですから行きますよ。ビッグウェイ楽しみです。望まれたようにスイミングの時間です。水面に光るは勝利の剣屈カリバーンビビ
話にならんの。
あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探すのです。さあ幕を開けてアラウンドカリバーン狙い撃ちですよ。弱い着陸強尺剣だけではない剣だけではない軟弱戦いですか。
Oh, thank you.
ビッグウェイロック楽しみです。スイミングの時間です。水面に光るは勝利の剣屈カリバーンビビ
話にならんの。
Jeez.
エクス覚悟するがいい。
Oh my god. Oh.
無駄打ちはしません。まだロックオン。スイミングの時間です。水面に光るは勝利の剣屈カリバーンビビ
話にならんの。
フリーエクス
私に従え。剣だけではない。
God damn it.
ホールドアッ
つまんない練習だな。他にやることないの？
I don't want to do that yet.
プビッタの遠慮はしませんとも。
Wait until that Chuan comes up
スイミ
for
ン
the
グの時
backup.
間です。水面に光るは勝利の剣屈カリバーンビビ
話にならんの。
フォーエクス次は戦いですか。
Oh, you fucking kidding me?
すべては僕の思うまま
何の
ってね。
ためにやります。
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地。
Ah, great. But that's no good.
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。ここで待って。
I don't. Yeah, I would just leave it. Fuck it. Went for all in.
ではクー知恵は無限のものです。いかがでしょうか。攻め時ですね。良い判断です。仰せの通り。魔月のサソリよ、粛清はすでに訪れた。星と共に散るがいい。
話にならん。
罠だ。
弱い
撃ちます。
弱い。
軟弱。
弱い。
じゃあこういうつまんない練習だな。他にやることないの？じゃあこういうのどうだ？
知恵は無限のものです。
よーし。
はい、わかりました。
無駄だ。
いかがです？直撃です。
Nice one.
これでも勝ちは勝ちだよな。うん。
Oh my god, that was stupid fight. I hate it so much. Once skips were already set up. Burning down forest, slaughtering helpless berries. Is this how your queen treats any hoe who defy her? None of you have any right to call yourself knights. Not one of you! Hurrah! Wow, you just skewered 2 of them at once. Impressive. Now I see why they say you reached the limit of human ability. That said, this isn't like you. What happened to your usual calm? Aren't you supposed to be as big of heart as you are body? As you are a body? To be incomparably tough and to be both incomparably tough and consistently logical? You're right. I'm a commander. I need to be as calm and collected as I look. Thank you for snapping out of my rage, Muramasa. I don't see any more of the Queen's soldiers here. Gareth and I should be able to handle the search for survivors. So why don't you go help Artoria? You've been worried about her all this time, right? It's written all over your face. Is it? Well, you know, she has a tendency to let her feelings get the best of her sometimes, right? And while Sokras got a good handle on his feelings now, he's still just a kid. Someone's gotta make sure those two don't get into trouble. Might as well be an old man like me. Come now, you don't look anything like an old man. Anyway, thank you for watching out for them. A sure thing. You can be pretty perceptive sometimes, huh?
There's no one here, Percival. No fairies from the forest. No soldiers of the Queen's army. They're all gone.
So it would seem. Damn it. We were too late to stop them. Come on, let's head circle west toward where Artoria's group was headed. Maybe we'll find some survivors along the way. I can't come this far without saving at least one person. I just can't.
Percival? Huh? Ah! Look out! There's someone behind you!
Behind me? I don't see anyone. And I don't sense... There really was someone there? How did you see them, Gareth? That's amazing!
I didn't see them exactly. I just thought that you would be in trouble. You would be in trouble. No, wait! There! There's something unnatural over there. It's a mirror. They're hiding behind a mirror reflecting their surroundings. Ah, they just ran up into those trees. They're trying to escape. Get them, Percival!
Leave it to me! I can't believe you destroyed my mirror camouflage. In all my years as an Ascension Knight, I, Platoon, have never made such a careless mistake. But then, I've not worked in 200 years. I didn't fail. I'm just a bit rusty. Still, I cannot believe a fairy saw through my camouflage like that. I had better kill you, girl. I can't have you getting so lucky twice. Oh no, you don't. You coward. Help me out here, Gareth. I need you to be my eyes. Tell me where he is.
You got it. I'll do my very best.
So use Gareth first move, then the rest can be done. Oh shit. I forgot. Actually, no, never mind. Nice.
私だとこれくらい。狙うぞ。あっち。突進です。これでどうなりいけ。吹っ飛んで。とりゃ
So bad. Fucking.
いいですとも。
突進です。
I fucking knew you were gonna do that.
Zibun de so狙うぞ。狙うぞ。参ります。突進です。突進です。吹っ飛んで。とりゃ
Easy win.
やったー。アルトリアさんのおかげです。
What was I thinking? The way things are going, my defeat is all but guaranteed. Damn it, of all the luck, why did I have to run into the one fairy in the world who can see me?
He's getting away, Percival. But at least it looks like he can't turn invisible anymore.
He's a real pain, alright? We should take him out now before...
I can't believe my eyes. What's a proud knight doing in a penal colony like this? Aren't you supposed to be in Londinium right now? No wonder Her Majesty doesn't see the Round Table army as a threat. You just entirely lack the mindset necessary for victory. You really are pathetically naive, Percival.
You're...
That's right. The strongest tattling in Britain.
Finish the rest of that, and then especially the recommend part. We did it!
There! How do you like that, huh? Been a long time coming. Don't you talk down to me, weakling! You would never have won without Oberon, Muramasa, and the Void Mage. So Ross, help! I know, but still.
Bye, guest. You might have one knee on the ground, but I can tell you still have strength to spare. We could keep fighting if you like, but do you really want to continue until we're all dead? You included? I've talked to you a few times now. Obviously, that doesn't give me a complete understanding of who you are. But I know you well enough now to know that you're willing to listen to anyone you see as strong, which is why I want to talk to you about something now.
You're an awfully chatty servant, aren't you? Very well. What do you have to say?
Todia does not consider Britain our enemy. We have no intention of attacking it. Now that its tree of emptiness is gone, it's only a matter of time until it disappears anyway. But until it does, we think that the fairies who call it home should decide what happens to it.
Britain is going to disappear. Ridiculous. You're making no sense at all. The fact that you're aiding the child prophecy alone makes you enemies of Fairy Britain. You're already attacking Britain.
You're wrong, Barghest. We're helping the child prophecy save Britain. The real invader here is Morgan. She and Barricot have no intention of saving you or any other fairy, just like she didn't bother to do anything to help Norwich. Morgan isn't going to do anything to stop the Great Calamity, even if it means letting every single fairy in Britain die. Know why? Because she means to use the Great Calamity to invade our world. But you've already figured that out, haven't you? no matter what reason Morgott might have for doing this. The fact is, if she gets her way, countless fairies are going to suffer and die.
You're right. I can't deny any of that.
Then join us. It's not too late for you to...
Don't mock me. Just because I accept what you're saying is true doesn't mean I've accepted you. If you mistake me for a friend and get too close to me, I'll cut you down where you stand. Have you forgotten what I've done here? Now, I have a question for you. You claim to be trying to save Britain, yes? But Bella told us you Chaldeans insist yours is the only way and have destroyed many other worlds. If that's true, then it must be why you came here in the first place. You say you're not going to attack us because we're already doomed? That's not the same thing as saving us. Let me now ask you this, Stopras. You may answer as well, wise and fair servant. The child prophecy, I can understand. But why would outsiders like yourself protect fairies like us? You did so in Norwich, and you tried here today as well, even though you could have just let them die.
Well... I saved them because I wanted to. I know their world will be gone soon. But I don't want to let what might happen tomorrow ruin today. Easy there, Gawit. Bargest. It's obvious you don't really want to kill us anymore. Why not call a truce with them? Hell, I'm still technically one of Chaldea's enemies myself. If there's something you really want to do, letting yourself do it isn't such a bad idea. Whoa.
Vargas? Don't tell me she's turning into a Morris. No, wait. That's not it. What's going on? Name. My name. Don't call me by my name!
What in the world? Huh? That knight. He's got Vargas in his sights.
What the? Baggy, did you really just protect Subras? What were you thinking? Why would you try to help me? Are you trying to get yourself killed? You were aiming for me, weren't you? Fortune! What's the meaning of this?
Don't you take that tone with me, Vargas. I'm the one who's angry here. Not only did you dare to entertain these outsiders' ridiculous notions, you even defended a foreign mage. This is treason. If you wish to prove your innocence and loyalty, now will be your only chance. Kill that human. Go on. It should be easy for you. All you have to do is hold him close and break his neck. And make him a snoo-snoo. And do snoo-snoo to death.
I can't do that. Not after he tried to help me.
I see. Then the High Queen's wrath will be swift and mighty. Foolish black dog. Good luck falling asleep tonight.
Oh crap, he's getting away! Shouldn't you go after him, Vargas? Would you be charged with treason if he makes it back to Camelot? It's alright. I did what I thought was right. Nothing more. Should the High Queen choose to punish me for that, then I shall accept my fate as a knight. Traitors lending your aid to the child prophecy. My mission to eradicate Oberon's home, the Autumn Woods, is complete. I will probably be relieved of my position once I return to Camelot. But that is also proof that Tamlin Gawain has been bested in battle. Victory is yours, Round Table. I am sure the other fairies will be delighted by this news.
Orcus is gone, and the battle is over now, but... Well, however things turned out, at least the forest is quiet now. And the fact that we managed to beat one of the Tamlin is no small achievement. I'm glad at least one good thing came out of this. Oberon, I think I'd like to be alone for a while. Would you mind heading back without me? I need some time to say goodbye to everyone individually. Okay, we'll go on ahead and wait for you at the carriage.
Come on, Sopras. Let's give him some space.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you're all okay. Huh? Where's Oberon? I don't see him anywhere.
He's going to be a little late, so we're going to spend the night here while we wait for him. What about Percival and Gareth?
We're right here. We've been resting up while we waited for you. We looked everywhere, but I'm afraid there were no survivors. I'm sorry, I couldn't be of more help.
No, you should have seen Percival out there. He chased off Lancelot.
Lancelot? That bitch was here too? Damn it. Now I wish I'd stayed with Percival. I need to pay her back for tossing me into the pit before I leave this Lostbelt.
So there were 2 Tamlin in here then? And you actually chased Lancelot away?
No, I didn't. Gareth is giving me too much credit. The truth is, she basically let us go. As soon as she confirmed that the fire had been put out, she flew off towards Camelot. Oh wait. As soon as she confirmed that the fire had been put out, she flew off towards Camelot. I'm a human. There's nothing I could have done to strike a dragon fairy like her from the sky.
I know what you mean. We've seen Lancelot's incredible mobility for ourselves. She's just as fast and agile in flight as the records I've seen of Enkidu from Babylonia.
I'm sure. She's the most beautiful fairy in all of Fairy Britain, after all. That said, even if she could only move so fast in the forest, what with all the trees getting in her way? That's the only reason I was able to hold out against her as long as I did.
Still, it's impressive you managed to fend her off. Even a certain alter ego I know was helpless against her. Do you have any other combat data about her we could use? We basically know nothing about her right now. Did anything stand out to you while you fought? Did she say anything about this atrocity? Well, actually...
No, nothing noteworthy. I'm afraid all I could do against her was defend. Right, Gareth?
Yeah, I guess so. But it was still an amazing battle.
On a different note, I'm a little worried about Oberon. I'm sure he'll get over the shock in time. But burying that many bodies would have to wear on anyone. Maybe I gotta go back and help him. Huh? Why would he bury them? What do you mean? Why would he bury them? What? Do you only cremate bodies here? Either way, we can't just leave the bodies there to rot. We gotta make a grave, then.
You really don't know, Muramasa? I guess you don't either then, Sopras?
You mean British fairies don't disappear when they die? Oh, now I get it. That makes a lot of things add up. I thought it was strange when their spirit urges didn't fall apart after they die.
That's right. I don't know how it is with fairies in your world. But here in Britain, when we die, we just stay how we are. We don't decompose, we don't rot, we change form and then stay there forever. Human bodies rot, so we do cremate those, but fairy bodies are just abandoned to the earth. Look, over there. See all those fallen trees? Those are fairies who reach the end of their lives. Our Britain is composed of fairy corpses.
Oh man. I can't believe a proud knight like myself has to flee. It has been one surprise after another. The child prophecy and boy mage were supposed to stay back in Londinium. Lancelot didn't obey her orders. Gawain only burned the forest. No, she just bargains the Black Dog now. I have to report her betrayal to Her Majesty. Under the circumstances, she will understand why I had no choice but to retreat. But the biggest problem is that girl who saw through my camouflage. I should have made her tell me how she did it, but that damn Percival got in my way. Well, no matter. At least I know where to find her. As soon as I've reported back to Her Majesty, I'll go to Londinium and... What the... Huh? What is this? What's going on? My legs... They're... being eaten away! You! I know you! I recognize that horrible cursed scent! I smelled it during the war against the Moors! No, this can't be. You're supposed to be dead. The High Queen. I have to tell the High Queen. Oh! Rivers of Tears. Let's wrap this up. Nash point of view. Bay Era 400, back when Britain's Tree of Emptiness still stood, intact and whole. Mash was enjoying a peaceful respite with Aesk and Tuturad at the forest camp. Though still bewildered by how simultaneously similar and different her surroundings were, she told her new companions everything she could about her experiences in Fairy Britain.
So that's everything I know about the Isle of Britain, the land of the Fae. Does that help? Ask? Is there something wrong with her? Don't be rude, Torturat. She isn't lying. She's telling us about the distant future. So, in the future, this place is called Fairy Britain. A queen named Morgan unifies all the clans. And there's a figure known as the Child Prophecy, as well as invaders from proper human history. Oh, I'm sorry. Invaders is too strong a word. Forgive me. I'm still processing everything you've told me. No, it's okay. I can't blame you for thinking of us that way. Anyway, does this mean you believe me about coming here from the future? Ask. It's a lot to take in, but I can mostly tell you're being honest about it at all. Part of me doesn't want to believe it, especially regarding a Child Prophecy. You said she's the Savior Reborn? The next fairy destined to save Britain? If there's such a person in the future, that means... well, it means I'm going to fail. Yeah, and there's no way Aya's gonna fail this time. She's gonna bring peace to Britain. You'll see. This Mirror Clan fairy doesn't know what she's talking about. You're right, Tuturad. I do have to make sure I succeed this time. You'll help me, won't you? You bet I will. I'm always happy to help girls who are doing their best. You said your name's Mash, right? You got bad luck showing up when you did. If you want my help, you're gonna have to wait until I finish making Ask happy. That's fine. Thank you, Tutorad. I know I can count on you. Mash, if you don't have anywhere else to go, you can stay with us. But if you do, I'd like you to promise me one thing. If you want to return to your own time, you shouldn't say anything else about the future. Oh, right. Is that because intervening in the past could end up changing the future? Something like that. I doubt anything you say or do here will have any effect on the era of the High Queen. But there could be fairies here in the Fae era, where the Tree of Emptiness is still intact. Those destinies could end up warped. Huh? So, nothing I do here will have any effect on the era of the High Queen? What do you mean by the... Hold it, Mash. That's getting into the future again, right? Oh, right. Of course. I shouldn't be even talking about the era of the High Queen anymore, should I? That's right. I'm saying this more to protect your destiny than ours. When you go back to your own time, you can't bring back any knowledge that would create a paradox. The larger the paradox, the larger the resulting gaps in your memory will be. You don't want to lose your precious memories, right? So it's better if you avoid discussion of the future as much as possible. That being said, I really have to question this High Queen Morrigan's judgment in handling calamities by sending them back to the past. If you hadn't defeated the calamity of Norwich in the future, then we would have found that, giant hand thing you told us about on that beach instead of you, right? Talk about a close call. If it had been that thing we encountered, might have lost the night of Londinium we finally just appeared. In that sense, you've helped us out more than I can possibly say, Mash. Thanks to you and this so-fast person saving us from that battle. Our own battle should go much more smoothly. That's the battle you're fighting as the savior of Britain, right? Is that the battle from year 4000 of Bay Era? Or the War of Summer from Bay Era 2000? What year is it right now? Huh? The War of Summer happened in Bay Era 10,000? The only war that took place in the year 2000 was the yard dispute between the Earth and Wind clans, back when Britain was a lot smaller than it is now. Oh, wait, I think I understand. Those years' numbers must be backwards. The time Nash is from, they probably count the Bay Era years backwards, starting from the first year of the era of the High Queen. It may keep things simpler if we just talk about past events in terms of how many years ago they happened. The War of Summer took place 1600 years ago, which would make it Bay Era 2000 from your perspective, Mash. It was a massive invasion perpetrated by Ireland, the Isle of Shadows. It was the second attempt by the Northern Fairies to invade Britain. They were led by Queen Mab, who worked her human army like slaves. That was a real close call, wasn't it, Totoro? It sure was. They almost killed every clan in Britain. I don't know what we would have done if it hadn't been for you and the Black Knight. Right, Black Knight?
True. Queen Mab was a very powerful fairy. And it's not just because she has Albion's protection. She also had a primordial strength about her that the Southern Fairies simply don't possess. Aeas managed to buy her some time, but if she really wanted to wipe out the clans, there was nothing we could have done to stop her. But then, just as Mab was on the verge of victory, she proposed a truce out of nowhere. She then went on to occupy the vacant throne left behind her by the Rain clan in Orkney, and became the lord of the entire northern region.
I see. Thank you for filing me in. By the way, may I ask who that is? This is Sir Black Knight, my escort. He and I have known each other for a long time now, haven't we?
Indeed. Ever since you first became a public figure. Aesk and I have fought side by side for over 2,000 years now. I don't know how much more I can take, even with this undying body. Succeed or fail, I really hope this is your last attempt to save Britain.
No way! It's gonna work this time! All we have to do is make sure the coronation goes smoothly.
I guess that's true. If this doesn't work, then nothing will. After 10,000 years of fighting, the clans have finally agreed to live peacefully under Britain's new king. Though I still find it hard to believe that a human of all people succeeded at unifying the 5 clans. Though, I suppose it makes sense, since fairies would never submit to another fairy's rule. If only we realized it sooner.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say Britain has a king? And a human, no less? That's right. Mab's still grumbling about it, though. Says she's a much better choice for Britain's king than some human. Well, you know how proud Mab can be, to the right. And that's not even mentioning what happened in the War of Summer. But anyway, we're getting off track. Right now, Mash, we're in what you would call Bay Era 400. Which I guess this means this High Queen Morrigan will appear for 400 years from now. I know I should have think about it, but it's really hard not to I know Uther is human, so he only has 10 more years left at most. So does that mean his heirs will inherit the throne for a few generations until Morgan emerges to assume the throne in 400 years? Is that even possible?
I guess you don't know either, huh? Ask. Still, at least it sounds like this new king is successful at keeping peace between the clans. After all, in the fairy Britain I know, there's almost no inter-clan warfare whatsoever. Ah, I'm sorry. There I go talking about the future again.
That one was fine, Mash. It's still within the margin of error. Anyway, there's still peace in the future, That's good to hear. Up until now, Britain has been plagued for millennia with endless turf wars between the clans. See that fighting end with our generation would be absolutely wonderful. It's all thanks to us, Myriad and the Wing Clan, and Uther's coalition army given the Earth. When Fang and Mirror clans, what for? Our only draw was with Mab of the King clan. But now that Mab's, marrying Uther to unify the nations, the two of them together might just be invincible. Though I do feel just as a little bad for Mab, since Uther so obviously loves you, Ask. Don't be silly, Totorot. Of course he doesn't. Besides, once I see Uther take the crown and accept a bone bow from the clans, I'm going to go back to paradise. I think Uther and Mab make a great couple, too. I'm sure the two of them ruling together will bring peace to Britain for the next 400 years.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still need to ensure the coronation in Londinium goes smoothly. Why aren't you using the cathedral in Salisbury for that? Ask. Isn't there far more history to be found there? Londinium may be an invincible fortress, but it still smells of blood. It's bound to attract Moors. If you ask me, Salisbury is still the safer choice.
Maybe, but Salisbury is also closer to the pit. That place worries me more. No one in Britain knows what's at the bottom of the pit. No, the fairies of Britain fear it too much to even go near it. I'm the only one who can investigate what's inside, but it's much too deep for me to do so alone. If only there was someone brave and strong, with magical energy to match a fairy. Someone who wasn't from Britain, but was still willing to help. Then I could go investigate it right now.
Ask, what is it?
Of course! We do have someone like that for now! Hooray! Change of plans, everyone! We're going to the pit! Right now! Mash and I are going to finally uncover the truth behind the greatest mystery in Britain!
Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna end that stream. I'm gonna go to bed now. It's past 11 o'clock p.m. So I'll see you guys in the next part of that FGO Avalon Lefay. So, peace out and have a good night.